Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's get started. Today, we are back with the Teenage Engineering OPZ being controlled by the Arturia keystep. This is part 3 of my How I Use the OPZ as a Musical Sketchpad series. If you missed parts 1 and 2, be sure to check the links in the description. I'm not going to be backtracking too much in this video, except to play you guys what we already have, just as a little refresher. So if you are confused as to what's going on, check out parts 1 and 2, then you'll be up to speed. So we've got our intro here. Just super basic drum fill. Then we've got part 2 of the intro. Then we have part 3 of the intro, which actually is where we bring in another line on top of that bass, as well as we fade in a chord into kind of the pre-melody section. And then here comes the pre-melody section. And then here comes the melody. So that's where we are. We need to figure out where we want to take this into the next part of the song. So I think how we're going to start is go back to the previous pattern, which is basically everything of the melodic pattern just without the melody. I'm going to copy this into the slot right after the melody there. And I kind of want to come up with something else in here, some kind of like interlude in between where we hear the melody and what's going to happen next. Let's see here. What if we go to the lead track? Well, we're already on it, but what if we pick a different sound? Just something like that, something nice and rhythmic in there. Just something like that. Let's go ahead and record this in, see how it sounds. Quantize it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's listen to the melody. And then we'll play our new pattern. I'm going to let this go twice, just so it sounds right. I'm going to cue up our next pattern here. All right, here we go. I really like that. However, one thing I just realized is that we have some of our tracks set to 8 measures there, and we need to change them to 4. So the chord track, I know, is 8 measures. We need to change it to 4. We also need to get rid of all those chords at the end, because I just want it to drone on that C and E. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold on this and stretch it all the way through the measure. There we go. And just by doing that, I learned that that was the only track that was 8 measures, so we should be good. Let's check this one more time. Let's go melody, then the little interlude, and then back to the melody. Make sure this works out. This has a great groove to it. Now back to the melody. So that's kind of one of the limitations of the OPZ. Every once in a while, it'll glitch out and not play the first note in a pattern when you're switching and you have a lot of parts going. It's just something that I've learned to work around. But luckily, this track isn't going to be published via the OPZ. So I don't have to worry about that. I know it's there. When I actually record the song into my sampler with different parts going on and where I'm going to put things, I'll just remember to play the melody in full. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. And now what I want to do is come up with something completely different. I want to go back to, I think, to this right here. And I want to copy that and put that in a new slot. And I want to do, my rabbit just sneezed in the background, I want to do something kind of funky here. I want to go like one measure of that, and then like some drum fills. So let's go ahead actually and copy our intro, which is just that drum fill. And I'm actually going to go to the snare drum track, and I'm going to clear it. And we're just going to work in our own here, on our own. We're just going to fill in all 16th notes. I'm going to make kind of a drum fill. We're going to trade four, so it's going to go bop 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 digga 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 bop 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 with some fills. And let's I don't know, just kind of put some random kicks in here. So digga 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 digga. Something like that. Go into the snare drum, take off the sounds like living on a prayer. Let's put a hi-hat sound or a cymbal sound in there. So now really quick we need to go back to the drum pattern, and we need to change anything that's not one measure long. You can really hear my rabbit sneezing in the background. What are we looking at here? Aha, it's the lead track that is 8 measures. We need to change that to 1. So now we can play these two together and listen. And I'm hearing right away that in this drum fill, we need to, my rabbit needs to calm down. We need to turn up the accent on 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the snare drum here. So I'm going to hold this one down, crank it up. So 1, da da do da, right here, da da do da, right here on 3, and right here on 4. Much better. And then we'll do another one of those, and then another new drum fill. So we'll copy the previous one, and let's do, I don't know, something goofy. Well, maybe not that goofy. All right, so we're back at the snare drum track. I don't know, something like that. I'll just put that there. Yeah, like digga-do-do-digga-do-do-da-da with some syncopation on the bass drum, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. There we go. I like that quite a bit, actually. And why don't we just mirror it in the bass drum? Let's go back to the normal cymbals. That's pretty cool. I'll play that in live. I think that's a good second fill. So let's chain these here. So we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, and have a listen. Yeah, cool. And I think that's going to do it for this one. Again, I'm trying to stretch this out so you guys can really see more of the process. I'm trying not to edit as much in these and really just give you guys a glimpse into my actual workflow, not the video workflow. I see that's a really common thing I've noticed here on YouTube. Time to go on a little, not a rant, but a talk anyway. I've noticed that there is kind of like I've noticed that there's a big difference between how you actually work when you're working on your music when the camera's not on. And then like if you're a YouTuber, you know, when the camera's on, your workflow kind of changes. You don't do certain things. You try to take certain shortcuts. Maybe you're just thinking ahead of when you have to edit the video and you're like, I won't put all that in there. And so I figured I'd just kind of leave all this in here for you guys, and you seem to be enjoying it. You seem to be digging this little mini series. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap up. If you are following along with this, try to make your own drum fills and let me know how they sound. Go ahead and show them to me. I love hearing when you guys make stuff, because a lot of the time it's way better than what I've made. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Guys, we just hit 1,600 subscribers. New goal, 1,700 subs. We might be able to get there by the end of the month. September 23rd, we got what, 7 days, 8 days? I never know how many days September has. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.